I'm Heather, for those of you who don't know me, and this is my friend Tara.
Hi.
And we got our friend over here who's actually an in-house registered dietitian for Growing Naturals. Meet Scarlett. Say, hello, Scarlett.
Hi, Heather and Tara.
Hi.
I feel like this is Charlie's Angels, but it's actually Scarlett.
We're Charlie's Angels, and she is Charlie.
Hear that straight?
I know, and she is Charlie.
Oh dear, it has come to this.
It has come to this, you guys. It's come to this.
So we are making a wonderful, hearty, vegan recipe today. And total comfort food. It's great to have in your fridge to like grab and go any day of the week. We're gonna make Tex-Mex 4-bean chili. So let's get started on this. And this is one recipe, but there are so many. Scarlett, can you give us some ideas of some other recipes that you're in love with that you can just have in your fridge as like, you know, something to put on a plate, heat up and go? What do you think? What's your favorite?
Well, I don't know. Warm foods or snack foods? For snack foods, definitely, you know, some chopped veggies. You just want to have those ready to go in the fridge. Chili is a great option. You could also do soups.
Ooh.
You could do like a quinoa salad. Prepare that ahead of time and have that ready to go. You could do like a rice and beans or like a rice pilaf with veggies in it.
That sounds good.
I'd say those are some of my favorites. Tara, what about you?
You know, I love soups. Those are my favorite because they're so easy and quick, and you can just put everything that you have in the kitchen in your fridge in there, and those are always my go-to, are soups.
Yeah, and
soups
investing in a slow cooker.
And salad in the summer.
Yeah.
Those are my go-tos.
I don't discriminate. I'll still have the soups in the summertime.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
A little bit of soup with some chips and guacamole and like salsa. That's my happy place. Totally. But one of these slow cookers is, you know, such a, just throw all this stuff in there and leave it and go do your thing. You know, are you a soup cooker?
Am I a soup cooker?
Are you a soup maker? Soup cooker?
I am actually.
Yeah?
I am. You know, and my other big thing is juicing.
Ooh.
Which I love to do.
That's great.
And then I also, Scarlett, do you remember when I was making all the juices and then I would blend the protein in there, and so I'd make like a smoothie with the juice and the protein and bring them all over to everybody, and it was like everyone was like, it's 5 o'clock, where's my smoothie?
Yeah, those are so good.
I know, that was my big thing. I love that a lot.
When you do this juice or smoothie, what do you put in there? You're just blending it, right?
So typically when I would make the juice, it would be kale, apple, lemon, sometimes I would put Swiss chard in there, and then cucumber. So then I would juice all that, and then I would go ahead and put that into a blender, and then I'd add the protein to it. So it ended up being like a juice smoothie, and I love those.
That sounds
good.
So
So for me, like incorporating my protein would be doing it through a juice, or I would do it in the morning. I still do it with oatmeal. I love
you juice oatmeal?
No.
Like, what?
Oatmeal. No. Every morning I start the day off with oatmeal, and I do, for me, I'll do I'll do half a scoop of the original pea protein, and then half a scoop of our vanilla rice protein, and then that way it's a complete protein.
Unflavored and the flavored?
I'm using the original unflavored pea protein, and then I do the vanilla rice, and I do half and half, and then that way it's a complete protein.
Oh.
And so I start my day off with the protein that way.
You're so healthy.
Because the thing is, you know, it's not just for smoothies, you know, it's not just for shakes, it's not just, it's like, it's for this, it's for hearty things. So for me personally, I've been adding it to oatmeal already, or to my juices already.
Yeah.
And I love it. But see, I haven't cooked. Because to me, it's like juicing.
Wait until you try this recipe. Like, you are going to be a whole new woman. This is like a new world opening up to you.
Yeah, see, because for me, I'm adding it to juice, or I'm adding it to oatmeal. I don't think, I know, those onions are gnarly. Like I don't
Where are
think
my
of
goggles?
food. I don't think of putting protein in my food.
Yeah.
I mean, other than the oatmeal. But now you're gonna make this meal. We're gonna add protein to it. Like,
Totally.
like now the lights are going off for me. That's another way to incorporate it.
So you can supplement
So
properly and get everything
one,
you
to actually
need.
really be a vegan, and then two, to supplement all my proteins in there.
Yeah.
And just like
and
kick it up a notch.
The original unflavored is awesome for savory recipe.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because it doesn't have any flavor in it. And so you can work with it easily in things like a chili or a casserole or a soup.
Totally.
Like you did here, no one's gonna know.
Yeah. Nobody's gonna know.
And then you could add it to salad dressings and pasta sauces and all kinds of things like that.
Exactly. So what I have so far is I have half a white onion that I've chopped up. I liked these colors, so I got these carrots.
They're really pretty.
Just to make it fun.
It's important.
Exactly. Have fun with your food. So I'm going to chop up these carrots. We have I thought this guy was cute. I added him because he's cute.
Because it's cute.
But
this is a key factor in cooking. Use it because it's cute. You know what? No, it's true.
it works. It entertains me. I'm more engaged in the process.
Absolutely.
Jalapeno peppers, we're gonna chop this up and de-seed it because
Okay.
it's really spicy with the seeds.
Okay.
And then I added this. So basically I found a recipe in a cookbook for a 4-bean Tex-Mex chili, and I swapped out some things.
You heatherized it.
I heatherized it. I totally heatherized it. So I swapped it out. And then we have the protein we're gonna add. We have the beans. If you wanted to go ahead and start opening the cans and straining them.
So do.
I had a feeling. She's very enthusiastic over here.
More than anything.
She's so enthusiastic. This is what I needed too.
I live with enthusiasm.
Yes. So yeah, like I can't even wait to start investigating and exploring with like spaghetti sauces. And am I blocking you? Sorry, we don't want to interfere with your beautiful profile shot. You missed it. You weren't paying attention when we were doing the selfies with you in the back, or maybe you were. Maybe you saw it.
This one as well.
Yep.
Both of them.
Yep. So we have a black bean, we have a pinto bean, and we have a red kidney bean.
It just made so much noise.
And then there's a great northern bean. I didn't find the canned at the store yesterday, so I grabbed the dry beans and soaked it in the water.
Do you
so
need
we
the
can
liquid,
add these.
or should I drain it?
We can drain the
Drain it?
liquid.
Okay.
Yeah. So here are my great northern beans. So we can add those as well. But that's what we got. So woo!
And please make a mess while you do it.
That's the fun part.
Bump into your friends.
Exactly.
Make a mess.
I am so surprised.
Don't
Maybe I'll
have
speak.
the right equipment. Just wing it. Just go.
You'll find your way. I'm so surprised I don't have a stain on my shirt by now.
You know
or like
what?
you know when you lean into the countertop and it's like wet on the counter, and so you have this nice little line. So I don't have that yet. I'm surprised. But so I'm gonna chop these carrots. And I was wondering, Scarlett, we have all these wonderful like fall harvest vegetables coming in, and I don't know very much about dehydrating vegetables, but I've seen like zucchini used as like spaghetti noodles. What do you think about that? What's your take?
Which one was that?
Like dehydrating zucchini to make it like a spaghetti noodle kind of thing, but it's a dehydrated vegetable. What do you think about that?
Oh, that's interesting. Well, it's definitely a great low-carb option to regular pasta noodles.
Right.
Not that there's anything wrong with regular pasta noodles, but if for some reason you wanted to go a little bit lighter and not, get so that heavy feeling that you kind of get from eating a lot of carbs, if you want to go for something lighter, then that would be a great option. Zucchini noodles, because they're definitely lower in calorie. They've got tons of vitamins and minerals, and yeah, they're great tasting. So they're very
Do you lose a lot of those nutrients when you dehydrate them, though? Do you know?
Not to my knowledge. I think you're more concentrating them when you dehydrate them. Basically, you're just removing the water content, so it won't do much to the nutrients. It might if anything, it'll decrease them slightly, but really, I don't think there's a big change. You're basically just removing the water content from them.
So I think I spoke way too soon. I've already got the water all over my shirt.
Now it's a party.
Oh dear.
What's the point of being clean when you cook?
I know, it's pointless.
It is pointless.
It's
the
pointless.
Messier, the better.
You get less points when you're clean when you cook.
The more you're living.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, Scarlett?
So,
yeah, agreed.
Yay.
Do you concur? So bringing this in, if you don't have a slow cooker, I strongly advise you invest in one. It's like the best invention for busy people.
Agreed.
So earlier you were talking about community accountability, support. You know, I think it's such a powerful tool. Yeah,
it is, because like I said, now that I'm here with you guys, now I'm actually going to take the action to go vegan, to cook, and I think it's really important to be with friends who are like-minded, because when you're with people who are doing the same thing you are, it's easier to continue or even start doing what you want to do. Yeah.
Yeah, that's totally true. And the opposite is true. You know, if you're out eating with people who aren't necessarily vegan, you may be reluctant to eating vegan, or you know, you may feel kind of social pressure.
Totally.
It might be awkward. Well, you might have something to say about it. So totally true.
Here for us, we have you here with us right now, you know, guiding us through the whole thing. But, you know, I know if we go on to Growing Naturals, you have all articles that you've written that give support and that give help for all all kinds of tips. And if you go on gnrecipes.com, the recipes will be there.
This is going to be on there.
Yeah.
And the falafels we did earlier too.
And the GN Fit community on Facebook, you're on there giving tips and hints. So you can have Scarlett with you all the time.
Yeah, I'm always adding new recipes, new articles, so there's always something new on there each week.
So I just scooped out 2 scoops of the protein to go in here. This is actually the pea protein. There's a big difference between the pea and the rice protein and the amount of protein that it provides. But this is an unflavored original.
Yeah.
So it's good to cook with savory meals. And then we have frozen whole kernel corn that we're going to add.
Okay.
It just gives like an extra, little hint of something pleasurable. So how much do we need of that? So speaking to the accountability, I also, I teach a lot of my clients that I work with to practice mindfulness, because a lot of like the dietary issues are not being aware of what you've consumed that day, or you're like, I eat really healthy, but then when you put it on paper or something, you're like, oh my, I didn't realize, and so yeah, and one of the tools that I besides the accountability like forums and groups and stuff like that, get a friend to have a weekly call, or every other day, like a phone call, or even just a text, like a touch base, a touching point. And I also really like my FitnessPal app.
Oh, okay.
So you can do like a whole food diary, and maybe of some other ones, Scarlett. But you can even scan.
I love my FitnessPal. That's probably my favorite one.
See, I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, it'll even scan like this barcode, and it'll tell you the breakdown of, you know, how much protein or carbs or whatever. And you can find it by like your brand that you're buying. So it's really interesting, and it'll calculate, you know, how many calories, or, you know, so once you start doing that, you start to learn as you see, you know, the breakdown of the foods consistently. You're like, okay, this, you know, this tomato has this much, you know, natural sugar, you know, so it's really interesting.
You really become more aware of what you're putting in your body and what foods are giving you the nutrients that you need. And maybe even, you know, you look at after your day is done, it'll show you, you know, what nutrients did you not get enough of.
Totally.
And that's kind of a way to help you figure out what foods you need to eat more of.
Totally. So we're going to go ahead and put these ingredients. We have the peppers, the corn, the onion, and the tomato. So we're going to go ahead and put this in the slow cooker. And this will cook for 20 minutes before we add the rest of the ingredients. So that's the first round. So let's go ahead, and corn, we are going to need a cup of frozen corn. Where's your cup? Do you want to dish out a cup? And then I'm going to grab the, we're going to do salsa, chilies.
Okay, 1 cup.
Salsa, chilies, diced tomatoes.
And Heather, this recipe is going to be on gnrecipes.com.
I think so.
Yeah? Okay, good.
Yeah, I think so. So let me grab this. We're going to do a cup of this as well. Where did you put the corn?
Here.
In there?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. We'll put the rest of the ingredients in here while that's cooking for 20 minutes.
Awesome.
But the corn's okay. It's going to help give some, you know, some liquid to help cook the rest of the stuff. So a cup of salsa. I'm just using a basic like picante sauce. Do you have a recommendation of a healthy favorite salsa, Scarlett?
Not by brand name. I kind of just, honestly, I like to make my own.
Yeah.
That's probably the best, but I don't know any particular brands or anything. But I mean, salsa's pretty healthy in general.
Right. So next step. So this is a 14.5 ounce can. You want to add this to that bowl?
The whole, the whole thing?
Yep, the whole thing. And then we're going to do, we have all the beans here. We're going to add this to that with the protein.
Okay.
And then I'll do 3 tablespoons of chili powder. I'll add that.
Yeah, it really makes a big difference having friends.
Totally. I'm going to do it over. It can all blend. It's okay.
I just don't want to splat it all over me.
You don't want it all.
I don't want this all over
your
me. That's why
sweater.
I'm going slow.
What did you say, Scarlett? I missed that.
Oh, I said it's also easier when you kind of engage your whole family.
Yeah.
It makes it a little bit more challenging when your kids are eating something and you're trying to eat differently.
Yeah.
So engaging your whole family, especially if you're the person that's doing the cooking or you do a lot of home cooking, it makes it a lot easier too.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
So we have that.
Can you just come to my house, Scarlett?
Beavis talking head behind the back of my ear. That's a big
And bring your fresh, like, eggs from the farm and all that.
She has real chickens.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what inspired you to get real chickens?
Just living out here, I think I would have always wanted them, but it's just nice to have the space out here for them.
Yeah.
You know, we live on a little acreage, so they have plenty of room to roam around and kind of free range, and it's just nice.
See, I've only ever lived in New York City or LA, so that kind
City
of
girl.
space, I just don't. I mean, I've visited places like that, but I've never lived anywhere where there's actual space.
So I'm going to add this. Ready? I'm dumping it. This is where the magic happens right here. That was a weird laugh.
Alrighty.
Oh dear.
Scarlett, do you see all this magic?
I see it. I see it happening.
Are you
I would
excited
love to
or
try
what?
some and smell it.
Should I check on our falafels?
Awesome.
Yeah, why don't you check on the falafels?
Let me check on the falafels.
Here comes the falafels. Are they amazing? I love it. I love it.
So all my glass is fogged up the moment I open the oven door. All right. These are better.
Good.
Way better.
That's
Okay.
way better. That's way
better.
good. I think we're mixed. And I didn't get myself messy.
And you don't have to be a pro chef.
You know
get
what?
In and get down and dirty.
This is kind of like the messy,
the real deal.
the messy
This
real
is
version.
authentic. This is honest. It's transparent.
This is how it's gonna get done. Otherwise, it won't get done.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like if you want it, this is how it's happening.
Exactly. So we have to add 4 teaspoons of ground cumin.
Okay. All right.
Saw that over here. And where did my teaspoon go? It's the
Here?
red one.
Here.
The red one.
Oh.
That's a tablespoon. Do you want to add this bad boy?
Sure.
Here you go. I trust your capable hands.
Thank you.
Yes.
She trusts me.
So then all we have to do is add salt and pepper to our liking.
Okay.
So I'm
It's
going
over
to.
here. It's hiding right in front of you.
Okay, perfect.
I did that before.
Perfect. All right, so.
You guys are making me so hungry.
I know,
I'm
right?
hungry, Scarlett.
Wait till you see
I'm
this
starving.
one.
I need to eat right now.
Wait till you see. Okay, then once that's mixed in, we can just add it to this giant bad boy.
Okay.
And what we're missing is our green chilies. So we're gonna add the green chilies.
We'll have to taste it to see if it's salty enough.
After the fact.
Is it salty enough?
So all of these cans of beans, I actually bought the low sodium. Can you tell me some of the things that getting too much sodium can cause, like some of the negative impacts that it can have to have too much sodium in your diet?
Definitely can lead to high blood pressure. Don't want too much sodium, obviously, because of that, and that's definitely not good for you. But with the vegan diet, you know, generally you're getting the right amounts of sodium as long as you're eating lots of vegetables, as long as you're drinking lots of water, fruit. Luckily, those things naturally are very hydrated. They're foods that are full of water, so that kind of helps to flush out any excess sodium.
Beans are foods that are full of water?
No, fruits and vegetables are.
Oh, I missed that part. I was like, huh?
Beans
watermelon?
are full of fiber and protein,
Yeah.
and iron, actually, so all good things.
Exactly. So do you want to lift this up and give a little view of how beautiful this is? So this is right before it's going in to cook.
All right, let's do this.
So Scarlett, our chili is done. You want to slow cook it. You can put it in the crock pot slow cooker overnight for like 6 to 8 hours on low. And so here is our final result. It looks so good. Yes. And can you see it?
Yeah, looks so good.
It's so good. Should we try it?
I want to just eat it right out of here.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's go for a bite.
Okay. Perfect. Oh, really good.
It's got so many.
Like
sorry,
a
Mom, I'm
depth of
talking with my
flavor.
mouth full. So many different flavors. It's just, it's amazing.
I need to have more in my life.
We sprinkled a little tortilla chip and like some green stuff for, you know, the presentation. But
I need to have this in my life.
I know, right? So to continue getting more tips and healthful information from our wonderful Scarlett, just visit us at growingnaturals.com. She's all over there. A big support to us.
And for recipes like this, you can go on gnrecipes.com. We have smoothies, shakes, we have pancakes, chili, all kinds of things. And then there's also the GN Fit community on Facebook, where you'll find Heather.
Accountability.
You'll find people like Heather, Scarlett, and myself who will be there to cheer you on and help you go vegan with Growing Naturals.
Yeah, it's amazing how thriving that community
It
really
is.
is.
It's actually, it's like we started from nothing and now we have this whole really fantastic community.
Yeah.
It's like the people that are with us are like
and
really with us. Yeah.
Totally.
It's a lot of heart.
Exactly. Well, thank you so much, Scarlett, for spending the afternoon with us and playing in the kitchen. Absolutely. And thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
Share this journey together. We'll see you soon.
Keep growing.